Gabriel. I'm out here to try and figure out like what people are thinking about. I go out and I make jewelry and I talk to people about craft and about making jewelry and a lot of tools like jewelers either make themselves or modify other tools.
I was kind of guessing it was a dental tool.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So you made this?
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, the handle I carved, and then this I forged and refinished. Yeah. Well, that's the whole idea, is that we can make things with our hands. The reason human beings have an opposable thumb is to use tools. And like as the reason for the opposable thumb is not so that we can use our blackberries. Light pressure, yeah, and use the hole saw. There you go. The next step would be to file like that to get it flat. Right, so now it's stamped, and now I'm going to anneal it. I'm going to heat it up with the torch so it gets soft. Because when it's manufactured, when they cast the silver and then they draw it down into this certain shape of wire, and when they draw it down, they compress the molecules. So this sort of allows them to relax. It's good. Bend yours around. And here. Yep. And then we want these to meet perfectly so we can solder it together. What happens is that the molecules expand and the solder becomes liquid and it goes into those the cracks, and then it cools down, and then it's stronger. Actually, the seam of silver solder is stronger than the surrounding metal. And then the last step is to use this brass brush to shine the ring. When you woke up today, did you think, I want to make a ring? You did it, man.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for coming out and spread the word. Missy, I want to give you this ring, but I was really interested. No, it's for you.
Oh, thank you.
But I was really interested to hear that you were working on quilts, and I hope that when you look at the ring, it will remind you to be involved with your hands, and I wish you the best, and it was great to meet you. Yeah, you guys take care, okay?
All right.
We're gonna get closer.
There we go. It's perfect.
But I think in exchange for the ring, you should get involved in the art scene here and follow your passion. When you do something and you start attaining some level of skill, I mean, there's also this psychological reward for, you know, advancing beyond just, you know, an introductory stage to any skill. You know, I mean, this is the entire idea of video games, right? That you need to beat the first level so you can get to the second level. It doesn't matter if the second level is cool or not, but it's just accomplishing something. I mean, we're hardwired to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like video game psychologists that like figured that out, that there needs to be different levels rather than one long continuous level.
Right.
Or how we came up with that, but I mean that's craft in a nutshell. Whoa. Have you ever seen jewelry being made before? Never. So the flame is actually very focused. That, you know, even right here, it's not so hot. But it's all the heat is right at the tip of that blue cone. That's pretty good. That's good. Natural.
Try your middle finger.
How about there?
That's it.
See?
That's it.
Oh, it's perfect. There you go. High five. Culturally brings our containers for memories, and they symbolize things.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So there's a lot of emotion, and there's a lot of things bound up in this one simple object that you can create in like half an hour. I definitely think just coming out and showing people, demystifying it makes them connoisseur in a way. So maybe I'm not like out here trying to sell things, but maybe in a way the long-term approach to it is like grassroots education. So now we have a perfectly smooth, perfectly finished, perfectly boring ring. So I'm gonna go back and do some of the texturing that I was doing like on that one, which is just this really simple hammer texture. We're seeing all these movements towards self-sufficiency because the more industry and technology has developed, the further away we get from the means of production.
And I know recently my dad did a project at like a city building where they put a garden in front of it, like a vegetable garden. And so the employees at the building are going out there and they're tending to the vegetables, and they're like getting back from the garden.
In terms of the fulfillment that a person feels in their life, I think if they're not making things, they're missing some really big part of the human experience.
I feel that way sometimes about cooking.
Well, yeah. I mean, cooking, growing things, everything that you could possibly do yourself, you can get there is fulfillment in doing it yourself.
Being surprised that you are able to do it sometimes too. It's like, I did this.
Why are you surprised that you did it? I think your grandmother or your great-grandmother never would have been surprised at the fact that she could do something herself. It's weird. We have to reclaim our own humanity.
People don't really see like how I make the food that I make or what I'm putting into it or what techniques I use. So it kind of just comes on a plate for them and they just enjoy it. Whereas like I feel like when you learn like history or when you learn how somebody makes it, it's a little bit more special. I think that's just, yeah, you definitely appreciate it way more.
If you're making something by hand, your number one goal is always going to be quality, you know? Otherwise, why make it by hand? There's really no reason to. If it's not going to be of a very high quality, you might as well have someone else make it. You might as well design it and outsource it. A laptop computer is a tool the same way that a file or a hammer is a tool. But somehow, because it's technology, we don't treat it in the same way. Like if I'm hammering something I'm hammering a nail, right? And I do it wrong and I mess it up. I don't blame the hammer, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's me that's made the mistake.
Hammers are so much more predictable.
Right. And I'm on my laptop and I do something and I'm like, what the fuck? This fucking computer. I blame the tool rather than the user. And I wonder how we got to this place where we don't have patience for the tools that we use anymore. And that
Probably
in my,
because we understand the computer less than the camera.
Well, we're expecting it to think for us.
So now, did you get permission from the setup? Okay, so you're set up, huh?
yeah, this, you know, a lot of the places that I chose were kind of like public property. So as long as I'm not selling anything, I don't need a vendor.
That's right.
And
That's
so
right.
I guess, as my attorney informs me, it's free speech. And, you know, the most important thing to me is sort of to do something meaningful with my life. You know, that you can make jewelry and you can be successful at it and you can still be empty. How old are you? 26.
You're a baby.
To me, it's much more important when I give something away that someone takes something away from me. You know, and so the exchange is that they give me part of their time and listen to maybe something that I have to say, and maybe give me a chance to sort of
Express yourself.
Yeah. It helps your spirit.